joining the police, it was really important for me as a female and a young female to come in and represent. I know that there's a lot of girls out there that genuinely believe that it's a male party, and I kind of want to stop that stereotype of the police. And it's the same for people of culture as well, you know. I want to encourage them to come in and better reflect the community as well. When I think about the police, I just want people to be able to approach us comfortably. So by having more women or people of all cultures in the police, I think it will help the community gravitate to us more naturally and be able to come forward with things and let us help them. And I think in turn as well, that will create a more positive image of police as well. The Academy has been really, really amazing. It's definitely challenged me in ways that I never thought that I would be challenged. I started my journey at the Academy with a knee injury from the amount of PT and things that we did. So that was hard, but it also taught me a lot about mental strength and perseverance and pushing on when you thought that you couldn't go any further. Before I joined the police, I was working in local government as a ranger and a community safety officer. So it was a perfect stepping stone into the police because there was a small portion of law enforcement there. So I did lots of animal handling, working within the realms of the Cat Act, Dog Act, Bushfires Act, and things like that. So yeah, perfect stepping stone for me. I wanted to be a police officer probably from the age of about 15, but back in New Zealand, and I guess as time sort of went on, it faded into the background. Then I ended up in this role in local government and it re-sparked that flame. So basically what had happened, I got called to a job on the top of a car park, and it turned out to be a mental health job. With a guy that was quite vulnerable and in a bad way. And it was me and my colleague at the time. And we had contacted the local police. They were really good. They arrived very quickly. But for me, from that moment, it was quite hard for me to step back and not get involved. So I was in total awe of seeing these police officers all hone in on the situation and handle it so efficiently. So when I got home that night, I called my friend that I attended with, and we were like, man, we have to apply. So we did, we both applied, and he graduated in September last year, and I'm graduating tomorrow. That job in community safety was actually very, very eye-opening for me because I had a lot of exposure to people that are affected by drugs and alcohol, and quite a lot of homelessness as well. So our job in that role was to work alongside them and link them to social services as well, try get them accommodation and so forth. I was constantly doing welfare checks on the homeless as well, making sure that they're okay in the morning. To anybody that is sitting on the fence and thinking about applying for the police but they're not too sure, I would just largely encourage them to do it. You will not know until you try. There was moments through my application process where there was a lot of self-doubt and feelings of not being good enough or fear of rejection, really. And I'm glad that I applied. Each stage that I got through was just, you know, a feather in my hat, and I was so proud of myself. And now I'm sitting here the day before my graduation parade, and you know, I've done it, I'm proud. So yeah, I would encourage people that want to do it to apply, because you never know, in 6 months' time you could be where I am and, you know, stepping into the career that you've always wanted. The Commissioner came and spoke to us on Tuesday, and he said there's about 80 different roles within the police. But if I can name a few that come to mind straight away, would be something in the realms of youth work, working within diverse cultures, or probably family violence as well, and working with women. Those are the ones that really stand out to me. I identify with them a lot more than other things. I know that there's, you know, the tactical response group and K9, and there's horses, but for me, those units in particular really resonate with me. I want to be able to impact the lives of youths. I wasn't a saint growing up, you know. We were all a bit silly when we were younger. I want to be able to guide youth down the right track and and give them a helping hand. Same with people within family violence situations. I never grew up in a situation like that, but I can already see from my past role and from what I've learnt at the Academy the impacts that family violence have. So if I can find a way to go into those units and help, then I will.